She stood on stage at the 2017 Oscars, opened the wrong envelope, and announced the wrong Best Picture winner in front of 33 million viewers. But that wasn't Faye Dunaway's most shocking moment. The truth about her decades-long reputation as Hollywood's most difficult actress was far more complicated than anyone imagined. What drove one of cinema's greatest talents to become the woman nobody wanted to work with? Born Dorothy Faye Dunaway in 1941 in Bascom, Florida, she grew up an army brat, constantly moving, never fitting in. Her father was a career officer, strict and demanding. Young Faye learned early that perfection was the only acceptable standard. She studied acting at Boston University, then trained at the prestigious Lincoln Center. By the time she reached Broadway in the mid-1960s, she was driven, disciplined, and utterly unwilling to compromise. Hollywood noticed. In 1967, she exploded onto screens in Bonnie and Clyde, earning her first Oscar nomination at 26. Then came the golden years, the Thomas Crown Affair in 1968, Chinatown in 1974, and in 1976, Network, where she played ruthless television executive Diana Christensen with such ferocity that she won the Academy Award. She was at the absolute peak of her powers, one of the most respected actresses in the world. But whispers were already circulating, difficult, demanding, temperamental. Directors complained she argued about lighting, insisted on multiple takes, clashed with crew members. Was she a perfectionist or a nightmare? The line kept blurring. The 1980s brought the unraveling. Mommy Dearest in 1981 should have been another triumph. Instead, the over-the-top portrayal of Joan Crawford became camp, ridiculed, career poison. Critics savaged her. The film became a cult classic for all the wrong reasons. Worse, stories leaked from the set, Dunaway allegedly terrorizing crew members, making impossible demands, throwing tantrums. True or exaggerated, nobody could agree. But the reputation solidified. By the 1990s, major studios avoided her. She was box office poison not because she couldn't act, but because nobody wanted to deal with her. Then came 2019. Broadway producer Scott Rudin fired her from a pre-Broadway run of Tea at 5 after just 1 week of rehearsals. The reason? Allegations she'd abused and harassed crew members, including reportedly slapping an assistant. A lawsuit followed, with detailed accounts of verbal abuse and bizarre behavior. Dunaway denied everything, claimed she was the victim of ageism and sexism. But the damage was done. At 78, she was blacklisted from Broadway. Here's what nobody talks about. Was Faye Dunaway held to a different standard because she was a woman? Male directors like Stanley Kubrick and David O. Russell built careers despite similar reputations. Or was her behavior genuinely abusive, inexcusable regardless of gender? The answer probably lies somewhere uncomfortable in between. Today, Faye Dunaway remains largely out of the spotlight, occasionally appearing in small, independent films. She's never publicly apologized or expressed regret. Her legacy is fractured, an Oscar-winning icon whose brilliance became overshadowed by her reputation. She wanted perfection so badly, she pushed everyone away. In Hollywood's unforgiving ecosystem, talent alone has never been enough. You also have to play nice, and Faye Dunaway never learned how.